Worst thing an alcoholic and addict can have is plenty of time, plenty of money. I mean, when you're riding around on a brand new Harley picking up $70,000 checks, it's real hard to admit you have a problem.
Jay Hallman struggled with alcoholism and addiction for over 30 years. He says the cycles of addiction and rebellion started early in his life. He was raised in a Christian home but saw other kids having more fun and felt like he was missing out.
You know, I say I fell in with the wrong crowd. I didn't. I searched them out. I found them and immediately started, smoking marijuana. I had met a girl. We started dating and started cutting school. So our parents basically forbid us to see each other. So our solution was to we'll just run away and do, I wanted to do what I wanted to do.
Away from home, his substance abuse escalated, and so did his criminal activity.
We started, stealing, breaking in houses to support our drug habit and have money.
His actions landed him in juvenile detention for 9 months. Jay soon realized this wasn't the life he wanted.
I was not cut out for prison. I did not want somebody turning off my lights. And that was not what it looked like on TV. This ain't cool, this ain't fun. And I was determined to do whatever I had to do, which meant not break the law.
For the next 30 years, he worked hard and had a prosperous career as a contractor. But Jay still struggled to find satisfaction.
As I was pursuing this stuff, it didn't make me happy. So I would say, I need a bigger house. I need a little more land. I need a prettier wife. I need some more money. That's not my problem. This is my answer. But when I would get that, I would be happy for a day, a week, or whatever. And then it was like, what next?
Despite his success, Jay continued to feel empty.
I did what I needed to during the day. And, by 3 or 4 o'clock, man, I just wanted to escape. So I started abusing prescription drugs with alcohol to get me to just oblivion. I just didn't want to feel, I didn't want to think. I mean, I ain't gonna say I wanted to die, but I didn't care if I lived.
He eventually became verbally abusive towards his wife. As the relationship unraveled, for the first time since he was a child, Jay cried out to God for help.
And I said, God, get my attention. Help me figure out what's wrong with me, and then help me do something about it.
Soon after that prayer, Jay's wife had enough and left him. He was devastated and tried to drink the pain away. Jay says that's when God finally got his attention.
I drank for a few days, got really drunk, and then just a voice in my head, which I know is God, just simply laid it upon my heart as, do you think drinking could be your problem? Do you think maybe you're drinking too much? And so I decided, okay, this is what I'll do. I'll cut out. I'll just drink beer. I'll just drink a couple beers. I only did that for like a night. There again, a voice, I know it was God, clear as day, said, you're not gonna be able to do it like that, Jay. You're not. You will fail. You will go right back to it. If you wanna quit, you gotta do it. So I woke up that morning, I got rid of all the alcohol in the refrigerator, dumped all the liquor down the sink, and I said, I'm done.
Even though the alcohol was gone, the pain wasn't.
I was just in mental distress. I mean, I felt like it was surreal, not drinking and not knowing and the fear. And I needed some consoling, and something said, hey man, turn on CBN. The lady was praying and asked if you wanted to give your life back to God. And I knew that was my only choice. So I said a prayer, right there on my living room floor. And I asked God to come in my life. And he did. And I ain't gonna say it was immediate peace and comfort, but I felt like I had a chance.
After that day, Jay never returned to his old lifestyle. He began attending a recovery program where he grew in his faith and understanding of God.
He let me find out what was wrong with me, as I was a godless alcoholic. And he gave me the solution. He led me to the church, and through that I got a fellowship of Christian people that are trying to live a different way, that support me, that I can go to, that have helped me heal.
Now Jay can see clearly how God is working in his life.
He's the only good in me. If I'm kind, loving, thoughtful, then I'm expressing God. If I'm mean, hateful, blaming, judging, arguing, retaliating, then that's the selfishness. I'm not portraying God in me.
Today, he serves in his church and leads a support group at a local prison.
The lifestyle I lived, I should be dead. And a lot of people that lived it are. I'm so thankful God spoke to my heart and rescued me from the prison of self and alcoholism that I was in. You know, I'm thankful that he showed me a different way to live.
You know, we're all in the prison of self until we come to know the Lord, until we do what Jay did. We surrender and say, I've had enough. I can't do this. You know, Jesus said this. He said, I've come that they may have life and have it abundantly. Not just have it, but have it abundantly. That was the reason that he came. And in order for us to have life abundantly, he knows that we have to let go of doing our thing and grab hold of doing his thing. We have to recognize, as Jay said, that in us there is no good thing. That when something good comes out of me, it's because I've given it to the Lord, and it's his Spirit working through me. When I'm selfish, when I say hurtful things, anything that I do that smacks of not caring, of not living life the way I was meant to live, that's me. That's my selfish core. But it can be different. You know, I love Jay's story because it shows the difference so clearly. Even when God was speaking to him initially, he said, well, I'll just cut down a bit. You see, there's something in us that makes us think that we can control it all, that we're even supposed to. And then God comes and gently but lovingly says, you can't do it that way, Jay. It's just not going to work for you. Now, in Jay's scenario, he listened. I'm sure it wasn't easy, and I know it was a process because he started to get help for the things he knew he struggled with. He didn't just sit there saying, woe is me, this is my lot in life, or making excuses for why he was opening one more bottle, pouring one more glass. He said, I want something different. Listen, if that's you today, this is your day. Jesus is here now. His sacrifice for you 2,000 years ago is current in its power. The question is, do you want life abundant? You don't have to keep on living the way you are. I don't care if you're addicted to pornography, if it's alcohol like Jay struggled with. It might be that you're an obsessive spender. I don't know what your issue is. I know what my issues were. I had more than one when I came to Christ. I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's the best place to be, when there's nowhere to go but to look up, because that's where your salvation is coming from. And you can't imagine now how it's going to happen, but I'm telling you, when you get down on your bedroom floor, like Jay did, and you say, Jesus, save me. It happens like that. Not because you did anything, not because you earned anything, because you meant it. Let's do that right now. Just stop what you're doing. Just say with me, Jesus, I'm a sinner in need of a Savior. Come now. If you don't come, I am forever lost. Come into my heart. I give it to you. Open the door, come in. Forgive my sins. Teach me your ways. Help me to hear your voice when you speak to me. Help me to recognize sin in my life when it tries to come back. I'm giving it all to you, and I'm asking you to let me belong to you. Make me one of your children. Be my Father and my Savior. Give me a new life. In Jesus' name I pray. Listen, you've begun an amazing journey. Don't stop now. Do what Jay did. Start moving forward and don't accept anything less than that. Here's one way you can get started. Call our toll-free number. It's 1-800-700-7000. We've got a whole packet of information for you. How do you live with Jesus? How do you walk this new walk? It's called A New Day. Call and ask for it. It's free. So is the phone call. 1-800-700-7000.